All right, what is up, everyone? Darren here. And if nobody's told you this today, you know what? You are a highly capable individual. Nobody can even measure the things that you are capable of doing. You have infinite creativity and capacity for doing things in this world. And you know what? That may sound like a far-fetched statement, like, how can I do all these things that some people are doing out here in the world? But you know what? That's the key. If somebody has done it, you can do it too. We are all made up of the same hardware. We are all humans. We all have infinite creativity and capacity for doing anything that we can actually think of. And you know what? Even if somebody hasn't done it, you can still do it too because it's an idea and we are thinking about it, and that means that we can make it true. And you know what? There's some people in history, some people that made the plane, I forgot their name. I think it was the Left brothers, or even the first car. I think that was done by Henry Chevrolet. These people did not have an example to follow, but they had an idea that helped them pursue their goal. And you know what? This may sound a bit far-fetched. Where's this energy going to come from? How do I even do this stuff? How does this stuff work? So we're going to take a look at this very detailed drawing of a human being. Yes. And what do we do? Well, we got energy coming in to us and through us at all times. Energy is always coming into us and through us all day long. So we have it going through our mind, our thoughts, our ideas, then it goes through our bodies and it gets expressed. It always gets expressed through the things that we do in different forms of energy. And this could be our hobbies, our career, our passions, things that we care about. This gets expressed by us in different forms of energy. And you know what? It may seem like, well, where am I going to get all this energy? How am I going to do all this stuff? How do I actually convert it to doing something actually really big and worthwhile? So we're going to talk about how this actually works. And you know what? It's kind of like this phone. This phone can be considered as a human being. And this phone is made up of the same thing that all the other phones are made up of. It has a screen, it has chips, it has all this stuff going on inside of it. It's the same as any other phone. The difference is the operating system, the software. The software is different, and sometimes this software needs an upgrade. And you know what? We can consider our software as our mind. We use our mind as our software. We all have the same hardware, but the software is what makes the difference. So we're going to talk about how to upgrade our software, and we're going to start with goals. We're going to talk about how we upgrade our software using GOALS. Yes, got it right. So we're going to talk about our goals and how this can upgrade our software, our mind, and how we use it. So we're going to start with our goals and how these actually work. So the first type is our A-type goal, which is logical goals. This is our logical goals, and you know what? We can consider this one as an upgrade of like something like 5%. This is a 5% upgrade in anything, any area of our life. This could be, you know what? We have a job. This is the position, and then we're going to go to the next position. That is the next logical step up, and this can be 5% in any area of our life. This could be our revenue that we have in our life. This could be an increase in sports or hobbies or things that we do that are the next logical step. You know what? We can see it happening. It's almost there. We know how to do it. It's right there in front of us. This is a type A goal. And we're going to go to our next type of goal. Well, this is our B type goal. If everything goes right. This type of goal is probably upwards of 5%. You know what? This is kind of like if everything goes right this year or this month, if I hit my numbers, if I get this amount of sales, if everything goes right, we can still see how it's going to play out. This might be the next house. You know what? After this year, then I'll have enough money, then I can go into the next house, or I can buy my first house. I can kind of see it happening. This is a type B goal. And you know what? It's pretty much similar to the type A goal where we can see it and it's right in front of us. We just have to do the necessary things to get it. And the thing about these two goals, you know what? They don't provide that much excitement. We can already see it. It's already there in front of us. But you know what? We quickly lose motivation and inspiration for goals like these because it's already there. We already know how to do it. And you know what? It gets boring. So we're going to go into our third type of goal, which is our C-type goal. And what are these goals? These are our fantasy goals. And you know what? These goals, where do these come from? These come from a place called our imagination. And you know what? You know, on a day-to-day basis, when we think of our real wants and desires, we may just shove those away and say that, you know what, that's not realistic. How is that even gonna happen? That is so far-fetched, I can't even believe it. But you know what? These are our deepest desires that we have. And when we go to our fantasy here, this is gonna provide the emotional motivation that we need to bring up our capabilities to achieve it. And you know what? It may sound kind of scary to think about some of these things that we actually want in our life, but that's the key. It should scare us just a little bit because that's going to bring out the uncertainty on how we're actually going to do this. And that's the key. We don't know how this is going to happen. It's a big question mark. How can this even happen? We don't know. That's the key to this goal and C-type goals. All right, so we're gonna go into our C-type goals and we're gonna take a look at how this actually works. How do we bring fantasy to real life? How is this gonna work? It seems so far-fetched. So let's take a look at this. So we start off here. So we start off with our fantasy. You know what? We get nice and relaxed, calm, cool, and collected. Then we take a look at our wants and our deepest desires that come from our imagination, and we make a list. We make a list of all the things that we want, the things that excite us, that would lead to the most awesomest life. Then we take this and we go here. And it becomes a theory. And we start thinking about it. Well, you know what? How would my life be if I actually had this? What would it look like? You know what? I can actually get used to something like this. I like this idea. And then when we reach here, we have to ask ourselves two questions. Only two questions. And well, the first one is, am I able? Am I able to do this? Can I actually achieve this? Well, we just said that, you know what? We have infinite capabilities. We have unlimited creativity to do the things that we want to do. And that is a definite yes. We are definitely able to do this. And the second question is, am I willing? Am I willing to put in the time and the work and the effort to actually achieve this goal? And you know what? Because it came from our fantasy, we are definitely willing. This is something that I am willing to work for and to do. Or we could phrase that as, you know what, is this goal worth my time? Is it worth the 5, 10, 15 years that it'll take to get to this goal? And you know what, because it came from a deep want and a desire, we can say also to this one, yes, this is definitely worth it. So once it goes from theory, then it becomes a goal. That's not how you spell goal. All right, so and because this came from a place of deep wants and desires, we can say, yes, this is something that I'm willing to do. And once that happens, well, we go from here, it goes from theory, and it becomes Goal. It becomes a goal. That is our goal that we are aiming for, that we are looking for, that we actually want. And when we play around with this, we keep it in our mind because we're thinking about our goal and we are falling in love with this idea, getting emotionally attached to it. We increase our belief. We fall in love with it. We are so attached to this. And then what does that do? When we have strong belief, we take strong actions toward this goal. And when we take strong actions towards it, we do the things necessary to actually reach that goal. And you know what? It's a cycle. It's almost never done. We come back to the drawing board. We dream up of more things that we want. And the cycle continues. And that's how we do awesome things and the things that we actually really want to do in this life. So hope this helped. Hope this lesson on goals helped just a little bit on the goals that are actually important. And drop a comment, let me know what you think, and take care until next time.